Hello everyone. Welcome to HashUniversity. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you all are doing well. Today I'm going to talk about this accident of a Titan Submersible which happened last week. And you must have heard about it as well. It was all over the place. It was quite dramatic. So I I followed this story and it was very sad to hear all these stories and how this event took place. When this thing happens, there's always something to learn. So by this video I'm going to present three learnings from this accident. Okay, let's get to it. Very first thing, I would like to talk about the company itself, Ocean Gate, and its owner, the late owner I should say, Mr. Rush. This person was an outstanding aerospace engineer. He made various experimental devices or vehicles, even aeroplanes and these submarines. And he was a guy who is always there to try something new. And he did successfully till this accident. So what went wrong? It looks like based on the information, he overlooked some of the design or engineering aspects. Certainly not because he was a bad engineer, but whatever might be the reason, but he did. If you look at any machines, whether it's a car, aeroplane, train, or any device for that matter, there is always a factor of safety. We design these machines to withstand the extreme conditions. For example, your house. If you look at your house, it is over designed all the time. Your house is way stronger than it's needed to be because the houses are always designed so that it meets the design specifications, the load requirements, the number of people supposed to live there, etc., and also the weather conditions. Likewise, if you look at the car, it is designed with certain factor of safety. We are driving our cars which are certainly about 20 to 30% heavier. We do not need that much material considering the car is driving well, there is no accident, no nothing. However, that's not how real life works. We do not know which car is going to get into accident and stuff like that. So what we do, we over design, we put a factor of safety. Coming back to this particular submersible that they took down, there were a number of safety concerns pointed out by employees earlier, but they were never listened to. And those employees were actually taken out from the company because of pointing out those mistakes or shortcomings. That's in the news. So first learning is never go overconfident whenever you are designing this kind of machine, especially when you are subjecting yourself to such a such a dangerous environment under the water. No access to oxygen, no light. Along the same lines, the second lesson is about the people who sign up for this trip. If you keep aside the owner of the company, which was the fifth person, there were four other individuals. Out of those four, let's say there was 19-year-old kid, so he did not know much about this exploration event and life in general. Or he was 19-year-old, right? But the rest three people, 50, 60-year-old, those people were grown-ups, businessmen, very smart people, worth billions and millions of dollars. What happened? Why did not they look into the design aspect, the safety aspect of this submersible? There is a news that there was one father-son duo who refused to go on this trip. That Mr. Rush, the owner of the company, was trying hard to persuade to make them come on board, but they looking at this design, this submersible, they refused because they were concerned about their safety. There's an interview. They refused to go on this submersible, which they found is not safe to go that deep. I don't want to bash the victims now, but as I said, this is the video I made to learn something out of it. So whenever you are exploring something extreme, it is your responsibility to check all these safety aspects. And it was very, very rare kind of exploration. Not a lot of people go. $250,000 per seat. Not a lot of people go. It's not like you are in an amusement park, roller coaster is going, and you are just going on board. You see hundreds of people going before you, so you feel safe. But here, you don't have that kind of information. You're going underwater, about 4 kilometers deep into the water with extreme conditions, surroundings. So certainly, the victims, or the people who sign up for this, they did not understand or they did not look into all the details. So the lesson we learn is whenever you go for this kind of exploration, do all the homework. See, is it worth putting yourself in this kind of danger? That brings me to the third point, going to that location of the Titanic itself. Why are we so obsessed with this 111-year-old ship which sank long time ago? And if you see the videos and pictures, it's just debris, it's just metal structure lying there. What you trying to do? Is it worth going that deep, paying that much amount of money, putting yourself that kind of in that kind of danger, just to say that you have seen the debris of Titanic? It makes me wonder. I mean, I have huge respect for all the people who explore. They go on top of the mountain or they do research in the International Space Station and space exploration missions and stuff like that. I understand there is always some danger associated with this, but going to see a ship just because Titanic, there was a movie made out of it, and somewhere people feel good telling that I have seen that by going that deep. What kind of glory we are chasing? I don't understand this part. So we need to seriously evaluate our life choices. That's my third That's my third learning out of this incident. Whenever you put yourself and your money, your time, your energy in some sort of exploration event, you need to ask yourself, is it worth doing? What I'm trying to get out of it. All right. So first, do not go overconfident whenever you design any device or machine. Always look for loopholes and make it as safe as possible. Do all the certifications before putting anyone in danger. Second, do not trust anyone. You can ask, as an explorer, you can ask 10,000 questions for any company you're signing up with for any kind of exploration event. Third, you need to evaluate your life choices. Is it worth going to Titanic sort of exploration, putting yourself in so much danger? I do understand life is full of risk. From sitting in our house to attempting skydiving, life is full of risks. And humans have this inherent craving for thrill and adventure, which should be met time to time. This is the reason we have so many people risking their lives to climb mountain, exploring oceans depth, and attempting everything in between. However, we all should always try to take calculated risk because life is precious. If we are alive, we can explore more, as simple as that. Right. I feel personally till the end of times, this kind of incident will occur because we are living in a world which is not perfect. So we should make sure these incidents are minimized as much as possible. And I hope the three learnings or lessons that I pointed out, it helps me, you, and everyone else along the journey. All right. Thank you. I'll see you next video. Bye bye.